Welcome back to HitPointsGaming. Thanks for joining us. This is Mast Day 2 of Middara. And we're here in this episode because, I think it was less than 12 hours we got 30 thumbs up. So I think you guys enjoyed the first episode and we're going to play the second one.
That's right. So you're probably going to have to increase the thumbs up for the next one because everyone definitely enjoyed this right away, like you mentioned. So we're going to shoot for 40 thumbs up for the next one to continue on because this is coming out now on Monday, as you coined it, Middara Mondays. Right? So this gives us a week to hit that target, and we'll continue forward. But before we get started with the game, I just wanted to give everyone... I wanted to thank everyone that came by last night at our place because we actually taped our next session of Ultimate Werewolf Legacy version. We taped 2 episodes, so if you haven't seen any of those videos yet, they're definitely up on our channel, and now 2 more episodes will be coming out. So
shortly, yes.
That was definitely fun. Things definitely switched up. We had some new individuals as well as a lot of returning players.
And a bunch of new rules.
Yeah, it was sharp. We had a good night of gaming last night.
Yes.
So turning our attention back to Middara, like Andrea mentioned, this is Mast Part 2.
Right. So we're still in our test for school, I guess you call it, and we slept. We got through the first mission, and then I guess we're setting up camp to camp out overnight to begin the next day down underground in the caves, dungeons. Yeah.
So let's cut it right now over to the story, so you guys can see exactly where we are.
Remi worked diligently, not bothering to keep her wings folded behind her as she laid out the sleeping mats and put the bedrolls atop them. The others were all relaxing now after their intense day. But Remi hadn't complained. She would show them how useful she could be. Without the shelter of a tent, Remi laid tripwires across each entrance. She didn't think the Institute would plan an attack in the middle of the night, but she wasn't going to rule it out. Rook's voice rumbled from the fire circle. "That's right. Not too much," he said on a large rock, watching Nightengale. She puffed on a ball of smoldering kindling, and soon the fistful of plant fiber started to smoke. "Get it into the rest of the wood, quick!" She did, and soon the little fire roared to life. "That wasn't that hard," Nightengale wiped her hands against her shirt. "Is roughing it always this easy?" "Easy? It took you 20 minutes to light the fire," Zeke said. Since returning from the scouting excursion, he'd watched as Nightengale and Rook struggled to get the fire lit. Nightengale only shrugged and grinned at him. Another 20 minutes later, and they were all gathered around the fire, resting on a ring of rubble they'd made and sharing bowls of camp stew. Remi felt much better with hot food in her stomach and a merry fire crackling nearby. Nightengale smiled appreciatively. "This is great stuff, Remi. I never thought camp food could taste this good." Remi looked away, though she couldn't keep the pride from her face. "I used to cook for my little brothers and sisters all the time. Half the time we had less in the cupboards than the Academy gave us to work with here." Nightengale looked up, understanding in her eyes. "My family back on Earth didn't have a lot either." "And now we're in Middara." Zeke's voice was more subdued as he sipped the broth from his bowl. "What we had on Earth isn't what we have here. Another few days and we'll be citizens. We'll be able to leave the Academy whenever we want, buy anything we want, choose where to work." "Maybe your mom will," Nightengale muttered. "But Balthazar and Kezia? It feels like I'm just a tool to my parents here. Being royalty just makes me and you nothing more than pawns." "You're a princess, though," Remi said, meeting her gaze. "Isn't that exciting?" Nightengale scoffed. "If you like being cooped up for the rest of your life, being whisked away to a fantasy world should be about this." She gestured at the dark cave around her. "Adventure, danger, monsters and traps. Now that's exciting." Remi frowned and took another sip from her bowl. Nightengale patted Remi on the back. "Don't sweat it, Rimdog. I thought being a princess would be much cooler, too." "Rimdog?" Remi grimaced at the moniker. She hoped that it wasn't something Nightengale was going to keep calling her. Zeke shifted on his log. "I don't know. It's better than being poor." His eyes flickered towards Rook. "No offense." Rook waved his hand dismissively and kept eating his stew. "But my mom, or should I say Lady Ida Zhang," he spoke her title mockingly, Get past all our bullshit formality and politics, and I think somewhere in there is a heart. I bet your parents are the same, Knight. I doubt that. I'll be lucky if this isn't the last time I'm in any kind of danger, Nightengale said. It's not like it's unique to royalty, Rook replied thoughtfully. My parents here on Middara are just farmers. They're great, but I don't think farming is for me. I'd rather do something a bit more exciting, too. Nightengale made a grunt in agreement, and there was a long pause. Remi looked up and found all three of them looking at her, and she shuffled uncomfortably under the weight of their stares. What about you, Remi? Nightengale finally asked. I've heard Zeke complain about his mom 1,000 times, but I've never really talked to you. Remi hesitated but took a breath. Well, all I have here is my father, and he's... She looked away. I'm not really sure what kind of person he is. Nightengale raised an eyebrow, but Remi didn't continue. She didn't want them to think less of her. Rook saved her from having to elaborate. We should rest. He set the pot down beside the fire, completely empty. We'll need our strength for tomorrow. Remi slept uneasily in the dark cave, tossing and turning on the uneven stone. The school hadn't given them tents, and the sleeping bags they'd been given were threadbare and offered little insulation. From the occasional shifting or grunt she heard in the dark, Remi was fairly sure her new friends were all equally uncomfortable. The next morning, Rook woke her with a gentle nudge and the smell of hot oatmeal. A quick breakfast and a little time to clean up their camp, and they started moving again. I've got a great feeling about today, Nightengale called from the front of the group. She sounded far more awake than Remi felt. So maybe we didn't finish early. That doesn't mean we can't totally own it. I'm sure we will. Zeke walked along beside Nightengale. This left Remi at the rear with Rook, though the corridor was only just wide enough for them to walk abreast. At least the way was mostly straight. She supposed far fewer students would make it through the Mast if they were constantly getting lost. They didn't have far to go before the path widened, running along the edge of a dank pond. Remi reached out with one boot, touching the side. Water splashed and ripples echoed across the dark surface. They weren't alone.
So I will be playing as Nightengale again. The only thing that really switched up on her is we pulled Hyper Energy HP in our last mission, so I'm going to equip that to her. This allows any ally within Sphere of Influence to heal 3 and gain 1 SP point. And then we're actually we have enough consumables now where we can actually put them in our backpack. So your backpack can hold 3 items. So we're giving her some throwing knives back there. So for an action, you can rearrange any of your items from your backpack down to their location. I want to thank one of our viewers who pointed out that they did make an update to all cloth armor items. Basically, they nerfed it a little bit. So right now, it allows you to tap this to dodge, which happens before the dice are rolled. I definitely check that out. And if the attack deals no damage, you unexhaust this and counter. Well, now all you get to do is actually counter. You do not get to unexhaust this because I guess it was becoming too powerful with maybe some of the upgrades later on. So you can only dodge once per round, let's say. All right, next I would be playing as Zeke. I've got my new consumables down here. There's that plank of wood from last time. And what actually I didn't do last time, which I'm going to do right now, is use my utility core ability. And this is at the end of every encounter, I get to gain a random mundane consumable. So I'm going to do that right now. Oh, cool. This is one of the good consumables that we have here. So at any time, and here within a sphere of influence may do one of the following: either heal, re-roll a die, or gain 1 SP. So let's everyone has, let's give it over to Rook just so he has something in his backpack.
Okay. Remi looks pretty much the same, except we switched out one of the throwing knives she had before for this MF Fortitude to gain an extra SP at any time. And then last is Rook, and another one of his powers is he can automatically carry an extra consumable. So all of his are out, one of something different, and then that's why we just gave him that extra bottle of blessing for his bag.
Okay, so here is the setup. We're up to 4 tiles now in our game. We are starting down here at the south end of it, and we have 3 cave sickles on the board and a new enemy called the
Gavaden, maybe? Gavaden?
Sure.
Gavaden, it's this cool looking dog-ish, wolf-ish creature.
Sure. It looks like a kami. You don't know what that
I don't
is.
know what that
That's
is.
okay. It definitely looks like a kami. They have this dog that has like this blade on the tail. So it looks it looks pretty scary when we're looking at the stats. Because we're used to the
much
cave.
Stronger than the cave sickle.
Right.
Yeah.
Twice the amount of health, has 11 defense. It gets to dodge every single turn. At the beginning of every turn, he gets 1 dodge. He's definitely tough. And I looked at his attacks because he can attack twice. If he gets a really good roll, I think he can one-shot any of our characters. Pretty scary. So we want to make sure that we, if we are going to get attacked, hopefully use one of our SPs to initiate a dodge, just to hopefully keep us up for a little while. So on the map here, actually there's a story getting to this little part.
The Mast Day 2, a small pond stands between you and a ferocious Gavaden. Your sudden approach must have drawn its attention, and the creature now growls in your direction. In the dark, you can hear the clinking of cave sickles somewhere in the distance. Hopefully, if nobody gets too close, the cave sickles won't even realize anyone is here until the Gavaden has been killed.
Oh.
So that might be like a little tip. A little tip. Now, how close can we get to the Gavaden before it starts coming toward us?
Okay, so...
But I see that red, we're not in its line of sight right now.
Correct. It can't see us, but that's... Line of sight doesn't really matter for the...
Attack?
To initiate its true or false actions. So I was looking to see here, basically, can it attack anybody? Can it move and perform an attack? Well, it has 6 movement.
Which is...
It has 6 movement. So let's see, if it came here, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he's got reach 2. So he can attack all the way down here, I would say. Would be...
Oh, somebody wants to come and help.
Can you, just sit right there? That's excellent.
That's perfect. Right down there.
Perfect.
Okay.
So yeah, he's got basically has this range of aggro, whereas the cave sickles, they can move 6 and then shoot at range 4. So they have an aggro range of really 10. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then range can be diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4. So really anywhere is all the way out to here is where the cave sickles are going to be able to attack. So I don't know if it's best to go
The far way around?
far way around. If we come over here, the cave sickles are coming to us. Do we just switch gears and go to the cave sickles first? Yeah, if we come this way, it might be out of range of him, and then we can beat the cave sickles. So, yeah, I think they're trying to trick us with the story. Let's go to the cave sickles first. Now, something new on here that they introduced is elevation. So, different elevation... Okay, alright. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Elevation means that we can't see them right now because they're high up. The only way we can see people is if they come to the edge here. And we cannot climb up to this higher elevation. We can't walk up there. You can actually fly up there.
I can fly, but I don't want to be up there with 3 against 1.
Right, but the cave sickles can actually come down. You can walk down 2 levels of elevation. So if we move over to this area, they should come over to us.
Okay.
Right? So I think it's most important, of course, to find out what the initiative cards are.
Right.
So we have to shuffle that up. And...
Stop.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Remi, Nightengale, Sickles, Zeke, and Rook. Alright, well, basically we want to move and trigger them so that they can come out and attack. And actually, the winning and losing conditions of this is we just have to defeat all monsters on the board.
Defeat all monsters. Okay.
We lose if we're
Someone
all defeated.
dies, yeah. Oh, yeah,
If
if
we're all
everybody
defeated.
dies.
As you can see, there's no totems here, there's no treasure chests or anything like that, so it's really just a fight to finish them. So how we get graded is we get 2 points for every cave sickle defeated, 5 points for defeating the wolf over here, and we lose 5 points if any of our characters get defeated. So I think in our last episode we had 28 points. That was our total.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we want to walk away with
a positive number.
11 more. Or a positive number. That's even better. All right. So Gavanin goes first. Let's just go through its things just to check it out since this is the first time. So, is there an opponent adjacent? No. Is there an opponent within reach 2? No. Can it move and attack the opponent within reach 2?
No.
It cannot. So, it does nothing.
Okay.
All right. So, our girl Remi, probably, if she can get over to trigger the cave sickles, would probably be the best thing to do. Just move and then maybe.
So she's gonna do a regular move of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. So what do we've got here?
So should I use another one to push it?
Maybe push it. Let's check. Let's check to see. So let's say the orange is the closest. So they can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. No, you're within range where you are.
Okay, so I want to stay.
Stay there. Keep your 2 in order to dodge if we needed to. So Remi, Nightingale's up. That's mine. I'm probably just going to move and do the same
Back
thing.
Up. Yeah, behind me.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right next to you.
Okay.
Now the cave sickles go. So starting with the red one. No one's adjacent.
No.
Is there an opponent within range 4? No. Can it move and attack? So let's double check. 1, 2, hop down 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3. So it's gonna go. It's gonna move here, and he wants to shoot at the furthest range.
Okay.
Can it move and attack opponent within range 4? Move to be up to range 4 from the nearest opponent, which is you.
Yes.
And then make a range attack.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack you now.
I'm gonna dodge it.
Right, because you have a shirt to give you a free dodge.
Yes.
So the dodge happens first. So you're going to roll that to add to your defense. Nope, because you need shields. Okay, so your defense is 10, I think, just like everyone else. Okay, so it's 2 whites. Now, if you remember, the cave sickles, they get stronger for every other cave sickles within 4 SOI. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So just one other one. So it replaces a white with an orange. 13. So that's 3 damage. And then for every shield, 3, 4, 5. I did 6 damage just now to you.
I'm halfway dead. Okay.
Wow, okay, that's...
I'm going to drink this juice box pretty quickly.
Time to drink that juice box. Alright, that's the first cave sickle. Then purple, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5, 6. Oh, you know what? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He might not be within range at all. I don't think he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm sorry, he can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still on you. But now, 2 people are within, so he rolls 2 orange dice. Maybe a dodge?
How?
Just spend one of your action points.
Oh, yes.
Just to give you that automatic. Alright, let's roll that black die and add some defense this time because... Okay, 2.
2.
So you're at a 12 now. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, complete miss.
Okay.
Which is good. And then the last one is the other cave sickle. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess you go 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can still hit you from over here.
I can dodge again, right?
You can.
Okay, I'm going to.
Wow, these guys. So
Can
again.
I have the black die?
Yes, please. Come on, block this.
4.
Okay. 10 is what the target number. 9.
Nice. Thank goodness, you just saved our life.
I just saved your life by not attacking you, apparently.
Yeah.
All right. So now we've got Zeke and Rook coming in. Now again, we want to stay away from triggering the Gavaden. So 6 and then range 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Range 2. Okay. So again, maybe this way. So I'm gonna run in with Zeke and just do hopefully some damage because I can get my free attack in. Mm-hmm. So let's spend the 1 to move. Move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap my first short sword to move here. And then I'm going to attack using my Blade Works. Mm-hmm. Tapping this so I get a free attack in on this purple one. And again, my 2 purple dice get converted to 2 white dice. Okay, so there's 2 people within range of them, so they don't get a defense, a plus their defense. So the target number is 8 right now for me to hit this guy.
9.
So that's 9, and I only get 1. I don't get anything. I do 1 damage to purple.
Plus 2 physical damage, 2 shields.
I only have 1. Oh!
2 shields.
Look at you. I'm glad you can count
halfway
shapes
dead.
and numbers. Halfway dead. Okay, good. So now I'm going to spend 2 SP to attack again.
Okay.
Same roll would be good. Alright, I do have to reroll that. Yeah, I do have to reroll that one. Okay.
Even better.
11,
12. 13.
11, 12, 13. 2, it's 6. That kills him. Okay.
Good job, Zeke.
Good. Zeke is done. Zeke did exactly what he needed to do. It's just start chipping down these cave sickles. So we've got Rook.
Well, he's going to move.
Okay.
Or is he 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe?
Yeah, maybe go into the hindering.
Okay, well, he is going to spend 1 to automatically get his mends.
Mm-hmm.
To gain 2 heal tokens. Because he's definitely going to need it.
But remember, doing the mend doesn't cost
any right.
XP.
It doesn't.
But
I always forget.
If you want to heal somebody right now, it costs 1 to heal Remi back up to full.
But do I have to be adjacent?
What's it say?
When these tokens are spent to heal an ally other than yourself, gain... Oh.
Remember, they make it helpful. It's on the back of them. Spend 1 SP and a figure within SOI heal 6.
Well, yeah. I'm going to do that right now.
Perfect.
So then I gain 1 back.
Yep, because you're healing somebody else.
And she is now
full heals.
Full heal.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it, right? It's the end of that round.
Yes.
Going to round 2. We don't have to track the number of rounds because we're not graded in this turn.
Right.
So we are back to
top
here.
of the order.
And again, no one's adjacent. No one within reach 2. Can it move and attack? So its movement again is 6. We'll count because of the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then range 2. It cannot. So it does nothing. So this is good. I think staying away from him is... He's sniffing for us. Can't find us. The cave sickles heard us. They jumped down, and they started rushing after us. Okay. So, Remi, do what you do best, and just...
You need to give yourself action points back.
Oh.
So, Remi's going to move right up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I like it.
Okay. And she's going to attack this guy with her war axe. 2 whites. 2-handed. She has a 12, and then plus her hammer helm is a 13. And then, let's see, shields are, what did I say, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I would believe he's dead. one-shotted.
It's a good thing I put like varnish on those guys.
Attacking is 2, right?
It is so, yeah.
Okay, so she's done.
Because you spent everything, right?
I did. 1 to move, 2 to attack.
1 to move, 2 to attack. But what did you do the first time? Didn't you just move the first round?
I dodged twice.
You dodged twice, that's right.
Yes.
All right, Nightingale. I don't think has Nightingale ever attacked. Actually, she has.
Rook hasn't.
Oh yeah, Rook hasn't done any. He just moved that giant boulder in the first episode.
Let's hope he can do some serious damage to this dog over here.
All right, so I'm gonna send Nightingale up there so we can get rid of these cavesicles. So
do we have any? What are these spaces?
that's just, it looks like giant like
spires,
things of fire maybe or light, but they're
you can't walk on
you
them.
can't walk. You can't walk on them. Yeah. So I'm gonna move with Nightingale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like I can move 7. I take out the long sword paired with the magic talisman, right? So I get a purple and an orange. My white goes to an orange. So I need either 2 shields or 2 books to do extra damage. Okay. First I need to make sure that I roll an 8, which I fail. So that's a swing and a big miss. And then I'm just going to attack again, actually, because I carried over. So why not? That's a little bit better.
12.
So 12. I've got 2 books, which gives me +1 damage, and 2 shields gives me another +2. So that's 3 additional damage.
So we're at 15.
15 minus 8 is 7.
7. Dead.
Okay.
So they come out then, correct?
They're out. That was good. I think going after the cavesicles was the way to go. And I'm gonna pull 4. All right.
Well, they really didn't give us that much of a problem, except almost kill Remi.
Half shot you.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary. I thought they were not that strong, and then one good hit can cripple you. So Nightingale's done. They actually have not gone this round, so we would get a penalty token if
The dog doesn't
go. Now here's the thing. Water costs 2 movement points to move out of a water space, but when you're in a water space, you can't dodge. Okay? So I'm wondering if I send Zeke over to the water area and cause the dog to attack us from in the water.
Space. Well, I would move over there too, and we could make sure he's in the water.
Because he's going to be tough. His defense is 11 plus a dodge every time. It's going to be really tough to score some hits on him. So, I think I'm going to head over there. Plus Zeke I get to untap him. Zeke has the ability to re-roll his dodge results. So I think I'm just going to move up there and kind of just be the dodge tank for a round.
Okay.
So let's move. Spend my 1 point. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This way he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he'll attack me from there.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he would actually maybe move here. So I'm going to go to this.
Well, why can't I move next to you in the other space?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Let's make sure.
I can only move
an
here.
attack an opponent within reach 2. Move to be up to reach 2 from the nearest opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, he's going to go here. It's going to be tough to make it so that he's always in the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, see, I think at any position.
Well, what if you stood there in that space?
Stood there in what space? In here?
No, in here.
Oh, that's a really good idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. That would do it, because he can't get anywhere else out. So yeah, I stand up there looking over the pool of green water,
Okay.
and then dodge. So it's going to cost me an extra 2 movement points to get there. 6, 7. Yeah, just 1 more point, so I have to spend that.
Okay.
So I have 1 point left to help dodge. It's going to be it.
I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then do you think I should...
Well, how many points do you have left?
I have 4.
And you're going to get some back, so...
Another one to move, another 2.
Yeah, at least another 1 point, because you're going to get it back.
Yeah. So...
Maybe just there.
Here?
Yeah.
Alright.
Run up to the dog. The dog has sniffed us out.
Okay.
And you know what? Yeah, it is, that's the end of the round.
Yeah.
And the monster didn't get any pluses. So we've got our first time tracker.
Okay.
Alright, so now
So-
back to the top of the order.
It's the dog's turn.
Right.
We get our
3
movement
points.
points back.
Okay. Dog. So again, opponent adjacent. No.
No.
Is there an opponent within reach too? No.
No.
So now what it's going to do is it's going to move here and attack Zeke.
Okay.
So can you read its attacks for me?
It says, move to be up to reach 2 from the nearest opponent. Then make a melee attack within reach 2.
Okay, and its melee attack is 2 teal
Teal,
dice?
this is the
I haven't
first
even
time we're
seen these
seeing.
colors.
Yeah.
And it does +2 armor piercing. So the only one who has armor in this game right now is
Rook.
Rook. Reduce physical damage dealt to you by physical attacks by 2. So that's actually pretty cool. It's not armor, but because I've got this badass leather jacket, I reduce damage by 2, which I don't think is considered armor, right? Yours is, does it say
Well,
armor?
mine's the same. When you are dealt damage, reduce physical damage to you.
Got it. Okay.
Dealt by 2. It's the same thing.
Right,
But mine has the helmet plus
which is
1
armor, so that's going to be pierced out. So he doesn't get extra damage. Oh, you know what? He gains courage.
Right.
Beginning of his turn, he gains this courage token. So any symbol that he gets is +1 damage.
Okay.
So you are going to roll against me, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1 to dodge. So let me do this first. Now I have the ability from Zeke. I get to re-roll my dodge roll. So I'm going to do that right now.
Okay.
Okay. And I wonder if you can re-roll a re-roll.
You can do that?
Well, because now I've got a badass leather jacket. When making a dodge, re-roll. Oh, well, it should because I always get 1. Oh, once per turn, re-roll a dodge roll.
Well, that was the once per turn.
Alright, so then the next attack, maybe I get to do this.
Okay.
Alright, so my defense is a 10. But that's a question to everyone out there. It's something I have to look up. Can you re-roll a re-roll? Because then I would re-roll it using my jacket. But go ahead. Just don't one-shot me, please.
10.
Okay, good. 10, so it's a hit. Now, how much damage this does, you just add
1,
the
2, 3.
3 damage to me. I'll take that.
Okay. Then move to be at up to reach 2 from the farthest opponent within movement range. Then make a melee attack within reach 2.
Oh, okay. So the
Is that
furthest
me?
opponent within range is going to be you now.
Okay.
And I would think he was going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if he goes here,
That's bad.
I'm going to be able to get a free attack on him.
Oh,
So-
well, that's good.
So instead, what he's probably going to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and still attack you because it's in the benefit of the monster.
The monster, right?
So yes, he's still in the water, but I don't get the free attack on him.
So I'm going to spend 1 to dodge.
Okay.
Okay, like Corey said, I have an armor, so I am a defense 10
Plus whatever you roll.
plus whatever I roll. Come on, 4. Yes.
So 14 defense.
14.
So your armor again does nothing.
My armor does nothing, right?
Oh, reduce physical damage dealt to you by 2. We just mentioned that.
Yeah.
So I only take 1 damage from this guy.
Oh, good.
And same thing for you.
Same
if you
thing
tap
for
it.
me if this happens.
So he attacks you. So you've got a 14.
11.
11. So it's complete miss. Okay, hey. It's not that bad. Right? Now we're just going to go in and beat this guy up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get over there, though? Oh, yeah.
No.
Well, do that and push yourself 1.
Then I don't have enough to attack. I can't attack.
Just hang out.
Okay.
We're just going to all...
I could throw my knives.
So that's up to you if you want to, because again, it's... You spend it and it's gone.
Well, I'd say this is early. We haven't attacked yet, so let's hold on to them.
Okay. Nightengale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, should I have moved to a different spot? Like here?
I think it's going to be tough because he's going to... Again, he's going to get out and attack. Yeah, let's just go there for now.
Okay.
Because he's going to attack the person the furthest out. Yeah, I don't have enough. So I'm just going to move. Oh, you know what I can do is I can cast a spell, though. So let's do that. I'll cast my Gore Shot. So I cast a spell 6. So my... Upgrade my die to a white. Okay, so my power is a 10, casting the spell. His conviction, is this.
There's a white and a teal.
So he blocks on a 10 now. So he blocked it. So my spell didn't do anything.
Okay.
But I, still think it was worth it.
Yeah.
Now it's really going to determine on how well we're going to do this by our attacks right here. So Zeke is going to start first. Of course, we have right next to him. He's in the water, so he cannot dodge. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to do Blade Works. So here's my free attack. So his defense is 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's an 11 right there. And I'm going to do, for every shield, I do a physical... for every 2 shields, I do 2 damage. So I do...
And then we're at 13.
I do 2 damage to him.
Anything to the book? No.
Oh, nope.
Okay.
Okay. He's got 10 health left. So now I'm going to do a regular attack. By spending my 2 points.
10. 9. 10.
So I'm going to tap a short sword to reroll. Time to look up rerolls of a reroll.
Well, I think with Rook, what he's going to do is he's going to go on the other side. Can Rook attack diagonally?
Yeah, anyone can attack
well,
diagonally.
he's going to go flank him then.
Oh, right.
He's going to stand behind him.
Oh, yeah, so flanking bonuses. Let's just double check that. I forgot you can flank from the complete opposite side. Mm-hmm. Flanking, opposite sides of a target, they're flanking. Yeah, so that would be, if you were here, we could flank him. Mm-hmm. You're right.
So I'm going to move there.
Yeah, I don't know if we can reroll a reroll. It doesn't show in here. Of course, it's not under reroll. Let me just check one more thing. Nope. So I'm going to say that I can't reroll.
Okay.
So yeah, why don't you go next?
So I'm going to spend 1.
Now here's the thing.
What? He's going to attack me?
Oh, hold on a second. Each time he is attacked, the Gavano will counter with a regular attack up to reach 2. So he attacks every time I attack him. So he just attacked Zeke twice.
That's probably not a good idea.
No, that's not so good. So his first attack, what is it?
I need
2
the teal.
teals. Okay, so his first attack, I'm actually gonna dodge. Okay.
12.
Okay, good. 12 and
14, 15, 16.
Well, no, 12 was the hit,
Oh,
but I dodged it.
okay.
Okay. Now, his second attack, because I attacked him twice.
But he doesn't have courage right now, does he?
Right, because he missed that attack. Courage goes away when you don't do any damage.
Okay.
So yeah, now his second attack without courage.
11.
11 against my defense of 10, 1 damage, because courage is gone.
Right.
That's why it's important with courage. Okay. Oh, and I reduced physical damage by 2. Wow.
Oh, 2.
No.
Oh, see, mine is reduced dealt to you by 2. Oh, reduced physical damage.
But you have to tap yours.
Yes,
Your armor.
I do.
Mine's always a passive, so
Oh.
that's pretty good.
Okay. So now.
Your movement's 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you moved here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have enough points to go the long way, because if you go next to him, he gets a free attack on you.
I had 4 points.
So if you went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So then I would have 2
Two
points left, and I would have to spend them to attack.
So you could do it.
And no dodging.
You would have no dodging. Right.
Okay. Okay.
Do that. Because now, flanking bonus, because we're on opposite sides of him, you're going to get +1 to your attack roll.
Okay.
And if you hit, you do 3 more damage.
Okay. Well, this is the first time Rook is
Rook's
going
done
to attack. So, because he's holding double war hammers, their power to tap one is called Empower. And that means I get to roll, in addition to my 2 white, I get to roll the black.
So an automatic Empower, which you can usually roll if you want by spending 1 SP, but you automatically get it.
Yes, if I tap one of the weapons. So this is my
Defense
attack.
11, he doesn't have a dodge in the water.
Oh, crud.
So the only issue with the Empower is if you roll a skull, it's an automatic failure. Yeah, that would have done some damage. And now he attacks you back. Defense of 10, right? Miss.
I have nothing to say right now.
Top of the order.
It's his turn.
He gains his courage token.
So
he's
we
back
get our
to scoring.
actions back.
Yeah.
3.
3. Again, this is dangerous because, again, he could still one-shot us. But now, he is next to us. So, is there an opponent adjacent? Yes. Then make an attack. So I think he attacks the person who has the most damage on him, which is going to be Zeke, because I've got 1 damage on me.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do that first. I'm definitely going to dodge this attack. So this is helpful. We do have him in the water, because that would just make it so much more harder for to hit. I think you came up with a really good plan by me standing there. It's kind of locked him in. So he's going to turn, and he's going to attack me. So my defense is a 1, and I'm going to keep it. So a 12.
Teal. Let's hope I get another 7. 11.
12. Pass.
Is this passive?
Yep, that's gone. Yep, that disappears. Because
Okay.
again, what it does say on there...
Everything. Discard if you miss an attack.
Good, so he definitely missed the attack.
So now it's permanently discarded?
Yeah, but he gets it back at the beginning of his turn.
Well, isn't that right now?
Yeah, which is how he got it. Now he just attacked, and it's gone.
Yeah, but he didn't miss.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he did. An 11 to a 12. Got it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, then let's continue reading. Then, move to be up to reach 2 from the farthest opponent within movement range.
Well, now he's going to move out of the water.
He's going to move out of the water, but we're both going to get an attack on him. So the furthest opponent from reach 2 is poor Remi here, which means he's going to be doing this. And now we get an attack on him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, he's going to go all the way down here. 1, 2. Oh, no, because that will get another attack. He will stay right here. Yeah, so yes, he is coming out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get 2 free attacks on him because he's moving out of our area. But he's going to be getting a ton of dodges. And then he's going to perform an attack on Remi.
Okay.
So the first thing is, why don't we have Rook kind of redeem himself?
Okay.
So he gets to attack. Same thing. You don't have to spend points for this.
I don't, so I'm going to tap my other Warhammer.
To do the black die, the empower.
Yes.
First time each turn. So, can I see that black die?
Yes.
Here's his dodge. Okay. So he has 14 defense right now.
9. Oh, so I don't even hit him,
Nope.
even though I rolled all that.
Yeah. That was a good roll. Now I get to attack him. But his dodge is gone because it's only the first time each turn does he get that dodge. So this is still his turn.
Okay.
So now I'm going to attack.
You totally should have gone first.
9. I will tap my short sword to reroll this. Ho ho ho! Alright, so what is that? 12. So I connect. I do 1 point of damage, and then every 2 shields, which is 2. So.
And 1 for the star.
I get a star?
Yeah.
Oh, I just did 4 damage to him. So we got. We surrounded him here. And then what happens next? Do you remember?
He's going to attack me.
Yeah, he's going to attack Remi.
I'm going to exhaust my shirt to dodge this.
Okay. Nice.
4. 11.
Miss.
Good.
All right, so his turn is done.
If the attack deals no damage, unexhaust this and counter. But I
Right.
can't counter because I'm 1 away.
Right, because you don't have reach 2.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, but I still get to unexhaust it.
No, it doesn't unexhaust. That's the.
Oh.
They changed that.
They changed it.
That's the
Okay.
new thing. All right, now we get to go down the line and do a lot of attacks here. But remember, every time we attack him, he attacks us.
Mm-hmm.
He's caught in the middle here.
Remi don't care.
Remi does not care. You're right. So Remi
She's going to move up.
Now, what's good is you get to untap now everything.
Yes.
So you get to untap that shirt.
She's going to move this.
Move up 1.
Uh-huh.
Fly
and
on
she's
in.
going to attack. 2 whites.
2 whites. I'm going to do his dodge.
Okay.
So 13 is what you're looking for. 10.
10, 11.
No.
No.
He attacks back.
Okay.
Dodging. With your shirt again?
Yes. Now, can I counter?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Because you can counter a counter.
3.
Okay?
Was she here?
No,
Okay.
she's back there.
Okay.
Okay. What do you got?
3.
So 13?
14.
Okay, so 14. He does not have courage because that disappeared. So I only do 1 point of damage.
Shoot, I could have re-rolled one of my dice.
It's okay. It was close. So I do 1 to you.
1?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, 14 to 13.
got it.
And I don't get the pluses because, again,
Oh.
pluses would have hurt. That would have been another 6
Right.
damage. But now,
I get to tap my ability core and counter it. Right?
each time he's attacked. Okay, I don't think an attack
A counter is...
counter is so I don't think you can counter a counter. Because he didn't you know what I mean? An attack.
Okay.
Let me just double check and read up counter real quick.
He's got 6 damage.
Counter 50. It would make sense that you can't counter. Oh, if a figure attacks a target and the attack misses or deals no final damage, the target may use the counter ability during the check. Adventure, two counter. It is possible for some back and forth recurl when a figure makes a counter during a check. The target counter step another counters. After resolving attacks granted by a counter ability, the figure whose turn is countering immediately ends the current attack action. Yes. Okay. So. Okay. Sorry.
So I can't counter the counter.
Let's do a recap for people. If a monster attacks you or somebody attacks...
Well, I attacked the monster. Then the monster attacked me.
Right.
Yeah.
So if somebody attacks and the attack does no damage or misses, you can spend 2 points to do the counter ability. Okay? But that's not what happened here.
No, he did a damage.
We have automatic powers that allow a counter, and you have the ability core which allows a counter. You don't have to spend the points. So when that happens, you don't need to have the thing...
Trigger.
Or do you?
Because he did a damage on me.
Yeah, maybe you can only counter...
I can counter when he doesn't do a damage on me, but I don't have to spend the points.
I think that's...
To do the counter.
Yes.
So that means
Right.
no. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So because you attacked him...
First.
And didn't you... Oh, you didn't do any damage, which
Correct.
is why he countered. Got it.
No,
Then
he automatically attacks back.
Because you did no damage. If you dealt damage, he wouldn't have.
Oh.
Yeah, that's...
Okay.
Sorry, I went back and forth because I thought it automatically happens, but again, only if it misses or whatnot.
Okay.
So then he attacked you, he did 1 point of damage, so you can't use your...
Got it.
Okay.
Okay, now it's Nightingale's turn.
Good. Nightengale might just cast some spells.
That's not a bad idea.
Right? He does roll a lot of dice, but I don't have to worry about countering. So I'm gonna do that. I can cast Gore Shot 4 times.
Oh, wow.
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So let's start. I get a white die plus 6. Okay, 8.
Okay, what's the most you can get on the white?
A 7. So it'd be 13.
So you'd be doing 2 damage to him.
Oh yeah, it's only 2 magical damage.
So 1...
Well, I cast it at once.
6.
I cast it at once, so let's see. You have to roll.
9.
9. Okay, so it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Okay, so I think what you're getting at is I should attack him.
Yeah, I think
But
so.
then he's gonna get a dodge.
And then he's going to get a dodge.
And then
All
he's gonna
right, so
counter
then
me.
do another one.
Because if I can roll a good one here... Okay, so I'm at a 10. So last roll would have worked.
10.
Okay, I'm going to cast it again.
Okay.
There we go. So 13.
11.
2 points of damage. I'm not going to push it. And then I'm going to cast it again.
So he's on an 8.
Just keep doing these gore shots.
7.
Look at that.
13.
Tied me. 2 points of damage. I didn't put myself at risk at all.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
What is he at?
He's at 8, so he has 4 more health to go.
Oh. And it's Zeke's turn. This poor doggy. Did I get my points? I think I did. Did I get my points? I don't think
Probably
I got my points.
not.
Probably not. I won't pay attention to that. Nothing happened to Zeke this time. He just, oh, I'm not in the water. Okay. I'm gonna move. Oh. I'm gonna move. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Blade works. He gets that first defense, dodging.
13.
So 11, 12, 13. 13, I hit him.
Okay, 13. So what are all your 2? So
Double shield, double shield.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
5 damage.
5 damage. Oh, he's dead.
That's it.
Wow, I was so excited to come up and flank him.
Oh yeah, your flanking bonus would have been sweet. Don't matter.
So you get to pull a loot. But there's nothing to trigger the end game.
That's it. The end game is just defeating all the guys.
Oh. Okay.
Boom. 8 golds.
I guess maybe I meant like there was nothing to trigger an exit.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Let's see.
Okay, so win condition. All opponents are defeated. Check. Reward. Restore adventurers.
Back to full health.
And continue to poor doggy page 12.
Oh.
So how many points did we...
So 2 points for every cave sickle, which is 6.
Mm-hmm.
And the Guvadon was 5, so that's 11 points.
11 points.
So we're at 39 total.
And how much gold do we get?
12.
12 gold. Write that down.
Again, we didn't use any consumable.
Okay, poor doggy page 12. So that's the next page. And I'm guessing we're going to
Back to the audio.
Listen to the audio.
Remi sighed, forced herself to look at the slain Gavaden. I don't suppose anyone has a shovel. I feel like we should bury it. She couldn't help her wings from drooping a little, no matter how excited the rest of her friends were at their victory. Nightengale rose from where she'd been rinsing her hands in the dark water. I don't think you can dig a grave in a stone floor. I guess, Remi said. I suppose it just reminds me of a dog from back on Earth. I used to have pets back before I came to Middara. Remi turned to follow the group as they left. Yeah? Dogs or cats? Zeke asked, but he kept talking before she could answer him. Cats, right? Yeah, actually. How'd you know? Remi said, surprised. You look like a cat person. I bet you had a dozen, Zeke said, poking her in the shoulder playfully. Remi wasn't sure if he was making fun of her or not, but she replied seriously. Only one, actually. Zeke laughed and lit a cigarette. Tonight they had chosen a much smaller chamber off of what they took for the main passageway. It was far smaller than the room they'd chosen the night before, but it only had one entrance, so at least it would be easy to keep watch. Nightengale was put on scouting duty this time. It was nice to have something mindless to do. It was like all the housekeeping she'd done back in her family's little motel on Earth, rocking from room to room with an MP3 player. Pity she hadn't been able to bring it when she had come to Middara. Nightengale happened to be passing by the entrance of a nearby chamber when she caught a flicker of light from beyond the passageway. Hold on, she said out loud to herself, waved, and stepped out into the central hallway. Like much of the rest of the cave, this shaft was square with faded geometric patterns cut into the floor and walls. She grinned, drawing her weapon. The light was growing quickly, down from a direction they hadn't explored yet. Nightengale gripped her weapon tightly, preparing for a fight. Another few seconds and the light and footsteps resolved into a man, stooped with the weight of a heavy-looking sack. The man's armor was tattered, and he looked like he had just gone through a fight. In the faint light of his glowstone, the thin man looked triumphant. Oh! She lowered the weapon, striding casually into the hallway in front of him. Thought you were a monster. Nah, the man said, pointing back the way he'd come. Our group just killed a tomb guardian back there. The thing was loaded with too much loot for us all to carry. He gave her a smug smile and continued. This is my second trip, actually. Looks like we are doing better than the royalty is. Nightingale's smile faded. Oh, yeah? She said, considering her options. Nightengale figured she couldn't just take his stuff. The man shoved his way past her, causing her to stumble. The swag's mine, he said with a haughty laugh. Nightengale didn't argue, glaring at his retreating back. It wasn't as though they were supposed to fight the other teams for loot. She grunted, then made her way back to camp.
All right, so it sounds like Remi is basically you as a character.
Wow. I only have 4 cats, not a dozen, so...
She
but
only
pretty
has
close.
one
She only has one,
cat.
so...
But you didn't want to hurt the animal, you wanted to bury it, which is exactly what you would have said as well. And Yeah, it just has a giant sword for a tail.
Well, maybe it was like a hologram that we were fighting in school.
Oh,
It was
maybe.
a hologram of monsters. Okay, so now Nightingale must make a decision now.
Yes.
She has to decide if she wants to extort the man for his extra loot. He was rude and he doesn't need it.
He did say something pretty mean to me.
Or she can let the man pass unharassed. After all, he earned it.
I'm of course gonna let him pass. He defeated the monster on his own, and like he's a fellow like student, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna steal it because then he's gonna run to the
Teacher
and be like, hey, you know, Nightingale. So no, I'm not going to. I'm gonna let him pass.
Okay. So
Even though he's a jerk.
Even though he's a jerk. Correct.
Okay.
We're going to step aside and listen to the audio again.
Step aside. I'm just gonna keep it on.
Okay. Yeah, because it's 4 sentences.
Step aside. Nightingale figured she couldn't just take his stuff. The man shoved his way past her, causing her to stumble. "This swag's mine," he said with a haughty laugh. Nightingale didn't argue, glaring at his retreating back. It wasn't as though they were supposed to fight the other teams for loot. She grunted, then made her way back to camp.
Okay, so her reward, or our team's reward,
What a
is the party gains 5 points on their Mast grade.
Okay, so we were at a 39.
Yeah.
So, right? So 44 because we'd steal his stuff. So I think this is our first decision point where if somebody else was playing through this campaign,
it could change things.
it changed things.
Yeah.
I'm sure they got something, but we don't know because again,
Because there's a viewfinder here for
And
the
it-
other one.
and a totally different story.
Right.
We would have read that. So okay.
Okay, so now we're going to go back to the audio.
Now is this another full sleep tight and then Gambit's chamber?
And then it looks like another mission.
All right, so yeah, that audio is going to be playing in the
Oh,
beginning of
next
our So that's the main story at that point. Okay. So, another I think pretty short mission.
Mm-hmm.
What was your takeaway from this before I give my 2 cents?
My takeaway is that we were spoiled with the cave sickles because I think the monsters are going to quickly become very difficult. So we're going to need, with the gold that we collected over these next couple of missions, or I don't know if we're done after this mission, whatever, I want to think about purchasing better weapons instead of worrying about getting more consumables, because we seem to have a lot of consumables right now.
Talking about consumables, I get my free one at the
Right,
end of every encounter.
at the end of the encounter. So that's what I kind of want to...
Keep pulling arrows.
That's random. Pull all the arrows out and pull something good. Another
Plank board.
I like it.
These are great, actually. They're worth 10 gold, so that'll take.
And you get options from it, which I like.
Yep.
It's not just a one time, you can only do this with it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's because my ability core allows me to pull.
Okay.
Mundane consumable.
So then what was your takeaway from it?
Yeah, exactly like yours, you know. Monsters can do some serious damage to us, of course. They took you down to half with Remi in one hit. But with the ability of dodging, and like Zeke always has 2 from physical damage, we can survive. It's weird. I'm giving a defense of why we can survive and dodge and prevent damage. And on the other hand, a cave sickle can knock you down to half. But with that said, I think the way that we approached this mission was pretty good. Had the cave sickles run over to us, dealt with them, and then came over, got him in the water.
Stuck in the water for the first turn, yeah.
That was really helpful. You went on the other side, then him moving out caused us to double attack him. Again, of course, it comes down to dice rolls, because him dodging every turn, him getting attacked, then him countering. Basically, it's, he dodges the first attack, then gets a free counter, then next turn dodges a free counter. But
Crazy.
because we stopped that early on, he kind of fell out of his rotation.
Yeah.
And we were able to get some shots in. The magic did help a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
To reduce, so I can see where magic's pretty helpful.
Especially right now because none of us really have range weapons. So the magic is really helpful.
Right. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So I'm looking forward to seeing, obviously, the other monsters, seeing what they do, which let's see if it appears in the next episode or not. But I want to thank everyone for returning and following this story with us. Right now, it seems like the actual missions are pretty short. And I think, again, we're still in training mode.
Right.
We're in school. We're in the tutorial, basically. So thanks for watching that with us. And again, we will be putting out another episode the following Monday, as long as we have 40 likes. So if you're one of the first ones to put a like in for this episode, please continue to do so. It's our way of knowing that people are watching.
I actually want to see it. Yeah,
right.
I want to see the next one. Yeah.
Because that's something that's different with our channel, maybe from all the other board game channels, right? Because a lot of people put out a lot of different reviews. They play a lot of different games, and they put one episode out, and then that's it. Then they move on. Whereas we want to find something that our viewers like, and really just keep playing through it, because I know it's tough to sometimes get down and do a campaign game with the same players all the time and get through it, and
Well, and one that's so very long too.
Right.
So if you want to see it, we're gonna try to keep doing it.
Correct. And this one does have a good story. I like the story. I like the audio app. It's really helpful. It's a way for us to show kind of what's going on, fill in the gaps. And it gives me a reason to keep painting these miniatures, right? Which is actually pretty cool. So thanks a lot for watching. Smash that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, leave your comments. I really like, responding to everyone. If we did anything wrong, definitely point that out as well.
Please, yeah.
And we'll see you hopefully in a week. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time.